You are not broke. You're just playing the wrong game. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you work, your bank account is just allergic to money? You're not dumb, you're not stupid, you're not lazy. You're just playing a game that's rigged. And the worst part is that nobody told you the rules. For example, the education system in America, only a few states mandate that financial education is a graduation requirement. I was lucky enough to be in a state that had this, so I was already ahead of the curve, but it is a critical mistake that is being made right now, and a lot of America is struggling because of it. Credit card defaults are high, loan defaults are high. People are stuck in student loans because they don't understand what a loan is and how much percentage rate can really impact how much money they're actually borrowing. Among many other things, America is going through a tough time financially right now, and I don't think that people not knowing how to, deal with money is helping it at all. So, how can you kind of get out of the rat race? You need to have money working for you. So, on the left here, we have someone that works for money. They get a paycheck, they spend it all because they have needs, they have some wants, and then they restart over again. Paycheck to paycheck, they're spending almost all of their money. On the contrary, here on the right, we have someone that is smarter with their money. They only buy the necessities when they get their paycheck. They'll pay rent, pay their, bills, whatever, have their needs. And of course, they can still spend money on their wants, but a lot of the extra money that's left over goes into savings and investments. And that means money is working for you. You want interest to be making you money, not taking your money. This right here is called the wealth triangle. I understand this looks more like a circle, but there's 3 points. There's earn, save, and invest. When you earn your money, save it, then you put it into investments, and then the thing kind of repeats over and over and over again. And some things, kind of key concepts you can pick off of this. For earning, that can be a job or a side hustle or a hustle, whatever. Savings can be cutting back on expenditures, building an emergency fund, and investing can be stocks, index funds, real estate, gold, silver, whatever, tickles your fancy, I guess. And the important thing about investing is that it's exponential. Over the course of history, the stock market returns 9.8%. I'm talking the S&P 500, right? And that is a percentage rate, and it will grow over time compared to just regular savings. Let's say you park $100 a month or a week into an account. It'll grow by $400 a month, and it'll just be a linear progress going up if you don't adjust how much you're putting in. Investing, however, and I'll do a video or multiple videos on this in the future, compound interest is your best friend. It will make your money grow over time. And I say over time because the biggest rule out of these three is to invest as early as you possibly can so that compound interest has time to grow. Again, let's go over the other rules though. There's building assets, so that can be like, if you buy a car, buy it in cash. Get a house that's not going to, ruin you financially. And buy things that can generate cash flow. That might be, rental properties, among other things. You can build businesses, side hustles, and I guess a job is probably the easiest way to generate cash flow. But a lot of people, when they hear the word investing, get kind of spooked. They get kind of scared because for a long time, it was kind of reserved for the wealthy people, right? Not anymore. It's never been easier to invest your money. Like, it's not even comparable. In the past, you'd have to go to a place, buy physical stock, hold on to it, and then you have to go somewhere else to sell it. And then even a few decades ago, you'd still have to go to a place and put the order in, and they tie it to your account. Such a pain in the ass. Nowadays, you can download an app like Robinhood. There will be a link in the description for that. You can get $5 for your stock or whatever it is. I don't really know. But you can literally set up an account, put money in instantly, set up a retirement account, buy crypto, everything in an app on your phone that takes seconds. So it's never been easier to invest. And I'll, of course, in the future, I'll break it down more because investing is a whole nother ball game if you want to get into the nitty gritty details. But the easiest form of investing is to put your money into an index fund, one that has a low cost and it tracks the stock market. As easy as it gets. On average, like I said before, 9.8% return. These are kind of like the three icons that represent Bag Basics. We're building your knowledge, we're growing your bank account and your savings, and we're also making you see the hustle. Hustle juice is what you take to make more money. So, next video is going to be Investing 101. I'll kind of go into more details about it because it can be a pretty daunting task when you first download the app. A bunch of things jump out at you, whatever, but I'll be there to explain it all to you. And before I go, I want to leave you guys with a question. What's one thing you wish school taught you about money? Leave your answer in the comment below. This is the first video on this channel, and kind of the whole premise of this is just I'm a real dude, and I'm trying to explain finance in a way that I wish it was explained to me because it would be so much easier to have learned it this way. And I honestly, fundamentally, I think if people just understand the basics of finance, I think we would be in a much better position in this country financially because right now it's looking pretty bad. I'll just leave it at that. But again, leave the comment down below, answer this question, and I'll see you guys in the future. Peace.